Maybe we're good. All right. Come on. Okay, looks like we might be up and running. My mic is on. Looks like we have visual. We shall see. And let me go over here. There. Whoops, chat box over here. I can't see nothing. There. Okay. I'm just going to pull the blinds down a wee bit because there's really weird glare right now. Okay. I've got the overhead light on. I'm going to have to fiddle with the blinds and adjust things as I go because the light is really weird this morning. We're going to have one more nice day and then we're going to get rain tomorrow. But I think it's officially fall on Monday. Let me just have a sip of coffee. I'm trying to aim down here so you guys can see this good. I'm going to make coasters. I showed you this before. Oh, stuck together. Just a minute. There we go. So I have two like this. And two like this. And the backing fabric's all the same. I currently have black 40 weight thread loaded in my machine. And looks like we're all up and running. So, actually let me just draw lines on these because I know myself I won't do a straight line. Alright. I should have done that before I started. Sorry everybody. Let me just grab a ruler. For coasters I usually just go across in an X. It's just easier. Everyone's busy this morning. I know I did not get this scheduled until yesterday because I had to confirm when our daughter was picking up Ferris. That's one of our dogs. He's getting his teeth done today. She's a vet tech. I think I've told you all that before, but if you haven't been around my channel for very long, you might not know that. So she arrived about an hour ago at 7:30 and took him off. And she's going to do his teeth. Our son left for work. My husband has gone off to get his deep tissue massage that he gets every now and again. So currently I am the only human being in the house. And the door to this room is open, unusually. So my son's cat was in here a little bit ago sitting on the windowsill. So she may or may not appear because she is kind of roaming the house. Henry is laying on the bed having a nap, peace and quiet without his brother. Okay, what's going on? I'm going to refresh chat. What's going on? I've been live for 4 minutes and 10 seconds. I guess everyone's busy. Let's go on live. I know, it's Friday. Everyone's busy. I'm just going to do this and bring you along. Or you can watch the replay later. Somewhere in my quilting and sewing projects playlist is the comprehensive way how I make these coasters, because I fiddled with them for a few years and then I figured out the way I wanted to do them. So I'm hoping we're good to go. My mic has a green light and we look like we have visual. But no one's in chat, so I can't tell. Okay. Down. No. Let's see. Let's go. A tiny bit longer will be fine. A couple stitches to back tack at the end is okay. It's only a coaster. It's not fancy. The black thread shows up nice with the spiders, but not really that much on the back. This way? Oh, well. If no one joins me, I'll probably just shut this off in a little while. I know some people take a while to get going. Some people join me almost right at the end, but that's fine. I get it. People are busy. A little back. So apparently tomorrow, September the 20th, is Jelly Roll Day. I don't pay attention to stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay. The other day I dug out a bag project that I want to do, which I'll show you guys in a minute, because I think I'm going to work on that next month. My next official live day at the beginning of October, I believe it's the 3rd. But as I've told you before, as of next week, Tuesday the 23rd, my husband is leaving to go fishing. He goes down the river to camp where we usually camp. The guys all go, they all camp, they all fish. Our son is going to be in and out working, so I will have a lot of peace and quiet next week, and I might do an impromptu lives here and there, depending. I don't want to step on people's toes that already do their schedule, though, so we'll see how that goes. And I might do an extra live next Friday just for the heck of it, just since it'll be easier for me to do so with nobody around. Well, it might not be exactly the same time, though, for next week. I'll see how that goes. It should be fine. My son leaves around 8-ish to go to work, so we'll see. I'll pop it on the schedule a little bit ahead of time if I can figure it out. Oh, who's in? Oh, hi, Alex. Excuse me as I cough. Good evening to you, Alex, or late afternoon, I should say, I guess. What time are we at here? It is 8:38 for me. So what is it for you in the UK? 3:30? 4:30? Okay. 2 more to go. I'll have to shift the camera around and show you the ironing part of it, but I also have to trim them, so we'll see how that goes. I'll just jiggle you around a little bit. The sun moves around a little bit more, I can put the blinds up. There's that one. Now, go across this way. Okay, one more. Looks like just me and you, Alex, so far. We'll see how the day goes. I might go a little bit longer if there's enough people around. Since I have peace and quiet. My husband left just after 8, but you've heard me speak about the town of Hope before. It's about a 40-minute drive east of here. My daughter works there some days because the vets own 2 clinics. One in the town of Agassiz where she took Ferris this morning, and the other one is in Hope. And that's where my husband's going for his massage. So his appointment was at 9. It's going to be like an hour. He'll be back 11:45. There is a possibility, depending on when our daughter is done with Ferris's teeth, that hubby will pick him up after his massage. So we'll see about that. So he might arrive home with the dog. I'm kind of surprised the cat hasn't appeared, because usually she likes to, what you doing, right? Oh, yeah, Alex is still here. Yeah, no worries, I know Friday's kind of a slow day. It's all good. I'm just doing my thing. Okay. Let me just finish up. Because okay, there we go. You don't need loads and loads and loads of quilting on coasters. They just need to be held together. Oh, speak of the devil, here's the cat. Hi, Maylise. What are you doing? You want to come say hi to peoples? Come here. And you knocked this over. What are you doing, kitty? Huh? Sniffing in my stuff. Come here. No. No, don't pick me up. She just ran off. Come here, Maylise. What are you doing? Okay, the particulars of these. The square is cut 5.5 inches. The backing, 8. The batting, I did a little bit bigger than 5.5, just to make sure we wouldn't have shifty and things going awry. So, what you have to do next is, I just sort of fold the backing fabric out of the way, carefully, and I take my scissors and I just trim off the extra batting like this, just so it's not so bulky. Go. And take that off there. It's a bit tedious to do it this way, but it's safer without making sure that your backing doesn't get cut by accident or something like that. Ask me how I know that. The camera screen, oh, it's gone again. Oh, okay, thanks, Alex. I must have got a text or something. It kicks me off. Just a sec. Hold on. Let me just join again. I just got to redo the link and join again usually. One sec. Probably got a text. Try again. The server's my connection. Don't start this nonsense. Join. Oh my goodness. Yep, now it's decided to not let me do this for some reason today. It worked previously before just fine. Hold on. This is ridiculous. We're gonna go add a source. Video. Let's try video. I can't even remember how I do this. This one? Add source, maybe? Add source. There we go. Close. Okay. Alright, so much for the phone camera. Okay, we're doing this the old-fashioned way. I don't know why it's not picking up big, though. It's supposed to fill up the whole space. So, let's go settings. Just a minute. Let me fiddle with it. HP webcam. Configure, maybe? It's so long since I've used the laptop camera. I don't know. Yes, can you guys see me okay? Maybe I just drag it? No, that just moves it around. Sorry. Yeah, unfortunately, you're not going to get a great visual on what I'm doing anymore because this stupid thing. Try again. The browser rejected the source for some reason. I'm supposed to send myself an email out of that collab camera as a source, which I do. I send it to my Gmail, which I got on my phone, and then it's linked. You just click on the link and it loads up and it runs the camera. But for some reason, today it is not working. Don't know why. I will be complaining to Streamlabs yet again. Because they were the ones that told me to do this collab camera. And now they've screwed it up. So, can you guys still hear me? Because I have my wireless mic on and it was synced to the phone. So tell me if there's no audio. Alex, Agnes, can you hear me or only see me? It's still listing a source as audio input capture because of the mic. You can hear me. Okay, good. All right. Hi, Siobhan. Good, good. Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to double check just because this little pickup thing, that's what goes in the phone. It's supposed to sync it up. Now maybe when I get into the replay, I'll be like Japanese dubbing again, but who knows. Anywho, so what I was doing before the camera decided to futz out on me was trimming batting. So I'll attempt to show you here. I have my square cut the size I want, and I make the batting just a smidgen bigger, just in case the quilting line shifted around. But I don't want it flapping away there in the way. So fold the backing back far enough so that I'm not going to cut it by accident. Ask me how I know. And there's a little bit here. I just take my scissors and just, there's hardly any on this side. I just have to trim off a tiny bit. It's just so you don't have bulk in the middle of the edge of the coaster. Okay, this one's got quite a bit on it, so let's get rid of that. Now, it's going to be more difficult to show you the trimming up part, but I'm going to scoot around the laptop the other way and try to show you what I'm doing. It would have been way easier if the phone decided to cooperate, but it's always something, you know? So, because the laptop is currently sitting on my cutting mat. So, 1 second as I move around. My apologies, everybody. Technology is great until it doesn't work, and then it's a pain in the arse. Thankfully, the audio is good, though. That's a plus. Okay. First of all, let's scoot this around. Good thing I have a big table. I will show you what I want to do next time. I guess it's kind of a jelly roll thing. I just remembered, I wanted to make that bag, and I dug it out the other day, and well, it's remnants of a jelly roll, so. Okay, and if you can, I'm going to push this downwards. I don't want to close the laptop. Okay, can you guys see that, kinda? It looks like it's okay to me, but I'm looking at a little bitty screen, so, because I make the backing 8 inches, I have leeway. So, I trim it 1 inch from the edge of the coaster. So I have my 1 inch line right on that orange edge where the front fabric is. Like that. Line that up straight. I got a line here that goes this way straight and a line here that goes that way straight, so I know I have a 90-degree angle, and this is 1 inch over from there. So, cut. Flip it around. Do the same thing. I'm just going to show you guys one because I'm not going to cut them all, and it's the same thing. Okay. I can't really see chat that great because I'm angled down, so give me a second and I'll get back to it. As far as I can go without closing the laptop and shutting everything down. Okay. Okay, here's all my little scrappy bits. Now, the way I do this is, you do 2 sides, like this side and this side. Don't go around. Do one side, one side. Okay? Fold this up until it meets the coaster, like that. Give it a press. Then once it's pressed, then you fold it over the top. Press it again. So now it looks like you have binding. Make sense? So I do this side, this way, and then I do the opposite side the same way. So then you have little flapping bits here. That's fine. Sometimes what I do too is I'll put a little bit of glue paste here just to stick it down before I iron it. You can do whatever you want. Sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't. It depends what I feel like doing, but sometimes I glue it. So when you have these two done on either side like this with the little flappy do, then you can take the little flapping piece and fold it into a triangle. Then it looks like that. And then after you have the triangle done on either side, then you fold the other pieces in. Make sense? Hi, Gladys. I don't remember when I did that video. I was making Christmas coasters at the time, so you can go back into my quilting and sewing projects playlist, because that video I tried to show you really clearly and close up what I just showed you now, because this is just sort of halfway done because I'm using the laptop camera, but I filmed it as close as I could so you guys could see it properly. So that is what I'm going to do. And because I'm doing 4 of them, I've made 8 at a time before. So I just process them. So I'll just go, and at some point later I will just iron all of them so they have ironing on 2 sides. I'll just press them all. Press them down 2 sides, 2 sides, 2 sides, all 4 of them. Then I'll flip it over and press that down. Clip it as whatever you need to hold it down. Same thing. Press all that down. And then I'll go back and I'll press the corners over on all of them. You get what I mean, right? Okay, I'm turning around the laptop again. Okay, sorry that was clear as mud, everybody, but I'm working on the fly now. All right, now, the other thing I wanted to show you. Just a minute, I got my big box here. One sec. Okay, I'll get all these out of my way. The cat, I thought the cat came back in here. No, she's disappeared. I was trying to get the cat on camera, but she decided to take off on me. No, she's quite friendly, but she has her own little quirks, and she only wants attention on her time and not anybody else's time, so, Okay. I bought that pattern, 5 years ago, maybe? From Missouri Star Quilting. Jenny Doan has a good video on how to make this. But I like a visual too. So I've always wanted to make it, and I thought, well, now's the time. Might as well, right? Because I have all this. A few years back, I made my mom a table runner with all this fabric. It's for a sort of springy, there's blue, there's green. I used some green in that collab quilt last year that I did last summer. There's this nice dark pink. So I have pretty much a full jelly roll here. You don't need a whole thing for this bag though. Hang on, what is it going to tell us? Jenny explains it. Just a minute. No, just a minute. Hang on. That's the straps, pockets. Okay, I need 12 of them. Okay, because you're supposed to sew it, you're supposed to sew these to the batting. Quilt them to the batting. I believe. I'm going to go watch Jenny's video too. So from that video, re-watch it in my brain, and then I'll go with this. So it says here you need 12 2.5-inch strips. And you piece them together. There's the little diagram like there. Okay? It gives you the dimensions for making the straps. I probably have enough that I can just pick a couple of them and make the straps out of them. I don't know. I might read my solids and do something else. I'm not sure. I got to go through this and sort and go, okay, these are my 12 strips and these are this and this and this. And the pockets, you need 2 9.5 by 21 rectangles because you put them on the outsides. So I got to decide what I want to use for my pockets, because I've got a huge whack of this green. That's more than likely going to be my lining, because I got a ton of it. So probably that's lining. I might make an executive decision right there and say that yes, that's lining. How much I got of this? This could be pocket, maybe one of them. What did it say? 9.5 by 21, maybe. That might be a pocket. What else have I got big here? Anything? I think it's all strips now. I mean, then again, I could just piece a bunch together and call it a pocket, I suppose. Right? It's my bag. I can make it however I want. Alright, but there, yeah, they get, other than a great big sort of what goes where, I'm almost ready to go with this and rewatching Jenny's videos. So, in 2 weeks, my usual live, I think it would be October the 3rd, I think? Whatever that first Friday of October is, I'll work on this. In some fashion. It's been sitting in the box for ages. I want to get rid of it. So if I do an impromptu chat live next Friday when I have peace and quiet, I don't... All that stuff sitting there, plus my Kleenex for my runny eye. Although it's not too bad this morning. Various... Oh, and my little scrappy thing. The cat wanted to play with it, so I'll put that up there. Various ornaments. That'll be coming up. Okay. There we are. So apologies everybody, but we've had a kind of a mess up technical problem today. Oh, it's always something. Lynn! Hello, Lynn Vilas. Not been around for a while. My laptop broke, and I hate watching on my phone. Up and running again. Lots to catch up with. Hello, all. Yeah, you're catching me with problems, Lynn. I was using my phone as a camera, and it decided that the Streamlabs link didn't like the website, and it was just this whole you've been rejected from the stream. Try again. Oh my god. Something. So. What I've been making, Lynn, is these Halloween coasters. That's the back. I'm going to give those to the same friend I made that little runner for. Let me grab it because it's sitting here. I washed it now, so it's a little different than when you last saw it. I always think quilted stuff looks more real when it's washed, you know what I mean? Because it kind of crinkles up, right? Have I got the right side up? Yes, okay. Don't want upside down ravens. Crows, whatever you want to call them. There's the back. It's all ravens, aren't they cute? And orange grunge binding. So, that is ready to go for my friend. On the 4th, next month, we are going to a 60th birthday party for our friend Andy. And it's just a party. They've already said no gifts, no gifts, no gifts. Fair enough, we're just going to go party. But I made that for his wife, my friend. So she gets a present for Halloween. Not him. Yeah, Lynn says I'm going to be my next. What are you making? Well, I mean, I did 4 of them. So I was explaining to everybody a little bit ago. If you watch the replay, I was explaining how I was going to finish them. So I have this one like partially folded. So I'll do it again for you. Just fold the backing part into meet where the top of the coaster is. Give it a press. Put glue basting on it, whatever you want to do, and then flip it over the edge. Voila, cheater binding. So I do both sides like this. So they're both like that. Whoops. And then the corners will be these little flappy things, and then you fold them down as triangles. So there's those ones, and then there's these ones. I think that video of me making the Christmas ones that is clearer and easier for you to view, I think it was 2 years ago. Maybe 2022, I don't really remember. I think I actually have a couple of videos, and there was one that I sort of fiddled with it and went, yeah, these are okay. And then I would have watched other people do it and went, aha, that's easier. So that's when I decided to do this. This is my definitive way, and I've made them this way ever since then. So whenever that last video of me making Christmas coasters, that is how I do this. And I've been doing them exactly the same. Call it 2 years, call it 3 years, whatever. So, there you go. Make sense? So that's all I have upcoming, is that bag that I have to do. It's just, I don't have to do it, it's just, the stuff's been sitting around in that box for, I don't know how long. I'm like, oh, I guess I should just do that and get it out of the way. I'm tempted to put a pocket on the inside of it too. Just because I like pockets. So we'll see how that goes. You can never have too many pockets, right? I mean, so that's kind of the thing. Other than that, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm waiting. Oh, see, the thing, Canada Post keeps threatening to go on strike. And I wanted to go on stitchingcentral.ca and get fabric for a Christmas quilt, but I don't trust them. So I'm going to go to Fabricland coming up and see what they've got and just buy it here, because it's just easier than trying to fight with stuff getting delivered. Lynn says, I am making a quilt for my sister who will be 60 tomorrow. Quilt is not finished as I decided to hand quilt in some of the negative spaces, taking me far too long. She will get it as soon as, and then Lynn's got the emoji. Yep, that happens. Carry on. And I am supposed to make a grad quilt for my niece, but my sister's got some health problems at the moment that she's got to get figured out, because we were going to go shopping together and buy the fabric, and we can't do that. So that'll be coming up at some point, but she's got to run through more doctor's appointments and tests and things, and she can't deal with anything else right now, understandably. So that'll be upcoming at some point. We'll see. We might do it together, actually, because we did have fun making that gemstone quilt for our mum. So we might do the other one for her daughter the same way, too. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can always make crumb blocks with you guys at some point, too. Maybe if I go live next Friday, maybe that's what I'll do. Actually, I haven't done them in a while, so that might be a good idea. I try to keep up my supply. And then when I have odds and ends of batting, or I can just go buy a package of it at Fabricland. They've got all kinds of bags, warm and natural, like tons of it, so whatever. And I do have other camping friends, like the guy that's going to have his 60th. They camp. They have a trailer. They just bought it. They used to have a motorhome and they sold it and bought another one. I think it's a trailer. I don't think it's a fifth wheel. We'll see it when we go to their place, because the last time we were at their place was late June, and that were in the process of selling their motorhome. And you saw me last spring make mine, and it's a camping bench cover. Wherever we go camping, there's picnic tables. That's great. You know, sit out there for dinner, put some stuff on it. Like, yeah, easy. But the benches are kind of hard. You don't sit down and go, ow, 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 you know? So my daughter has this sort of knitted blanket thing. Looks sort of like Native American, kind of. Like, it's, you know how you think like maybe Apache or something? Like, I don't know what the bands are called in the States, but it kind of has that vibe to it. It's got like purple triangles and stuff. It's really pretty, and it's sort of this knitted rug kind of thing, and she uses that. So you just fold it up, lay it on the bench, then you don't get so bum. So I made that crumb. I think I used 20 blocks. I put it on my channel like in the spring. Yeah, maybe 20. 12 inches, 12 and a half inches, 12 inches finished. And I just put them all together. It's this whole random mishmash. It looks like nothing, but who cares? You're sitting your butt on it when you go camping. So I thought I could make more and give one to those friends that camp. And I have another set of friends we camp with reasonably often, so I can make them one. It's just something really good to do with crumb blocks. You can just fire it off simply enough. And I just quilt it myself with just like random lines of whatever, just kind of put it together. You can't really see them anyway on crumb blocks because they're all whatever, so you're not really going to see much. And I just used like, oh, I have this piece of fabric that looks good enough, and I'll sew it to this, and oh, look at that, that's the backing. Simple. Oh, hey, Joe! And hi, Giovanna. Morning, everybody. Or afternoon for you guys, right? Giovanna's for sure. Lunchtime for Joe. Yeah, kind of boring here. I'm sorry, everybody, but Joe and Giovanna, you missed all my technical problems. I'm currently using the camera on my laptop, like I used to do before, because the link that I was using for the collab camera that Streamlabs sent me decided to kick me off the camera and not let me get back on for some reason. Don't know. 6 p.m. for Giovanna. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, I was thought, oh good, I got all kinds of time. I got peace and quiet in the house. I can go live a little longer. I can show you different stuff. Nope. Anywho. Okay, so I will give you a sneak peek of what I'm going to do. I have this idea. I think it'll work. My husband's birthday is the 12th of December. So, if I do some kind of 12 days of Craftmas, Sewmas, whatever, that'll get us pretty much right up to Christmas Eve. 12 days, right? Make sense? So I want to do different stuff for that. So I have a plastic ball that I'm going to stick probably this fabric to with Mod Podge. You can see that? It's kind of pretty. Just whatever. I did a video of that a few years back, and that is my most popular video. It's like 20-odd something thousand views. So I'll just show you, when the time comes, I will show you that finished ornament and go, how you do it is in my other video. Go look at it. Seriously, 21,000 something. I'm going to do another styrofoam ball one. You guys have seen me do those before. You fold the fabric up in rectangles, and yeah, those are all over the place. I have a somewhat decent video of it that'll link when I do that, but there's tons of people around YouTube that make those folded star ornaments. They're not that hard. They're fiddly and you use a lot of pins, but they're not difficult. It just takes a bit of doing. And I have one of these little wooden. Where did I get this from? This might be Dollar Tree. I don't remember. I have a little stash of stuff like this. It's about It's not quite an inch, I don't think. 3/4 maybe. I'll paint it up. Probably white. Maybe off-white. I want to find... I got a ton of these for doing decoupage. They're all different designs. Big, little, different. Oh yeah, there's all kinds. I've done little bitty ones before. So I just have to look and find one that's the right size to stick on there. What looks cute. Once I decide the pattern, then I'll know what to paint it. Because some of them are more... Some of them are a bit more creamy. See, like this one, this cute little angel. I could paint that wooden thing blue maybe, instead of white. Like, you know what I mean? I just have to go through this pile and pick which one I want and the one that fits. Because some of them are long. See, like this one, it won't fit because it's too long. I need to use like a rectangle of wood or something instead. So, all will be revealed eventually when I get my act together. I don't want that to roll off. So far the cat hasn't found it. Shockingly. Maybe I should put that in the closet just in case. Because she does come in here. She comes in here and plays with my snips. Because I leave them right here beside the sewing machine and she bats them around. I find them there on the floor somewhere. Oh, there they are. Okay, whatever. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, that's so much for that, I guess. Yeah, well, Oh, Giovanna has tons of napkins for decoupage. Yeah, I've done that too. It works pretty well. It's a bit more fiddly, but it does work. So what time are we at here? 9:15. So yeah, since I was having technical difficulties, I think I'm just going to call this, everybody. Sorry. Especially for you ladies that just joined a little bit ago. My apologies. What can you do? I tried to get back on the camera several times and it did not want to work, so. Giovanna says her cats do the same. Yeah, the cat is actually my son's cat. Not my cat, but he lives here, so. He did acquire her when he was living elsewhere, but then he had to move back because of various circumstances. So. Yeah, Giovanna says there are lots of tricks for that. Yes, for sure. Yes, good old YouTube. You can learn anything, right? I did a lot of research before I tried it out, and it actually worked pretty good. I tried the version with plastic wrap. I can't remember the name of the website I found it on. Somebody's website and someone's YouTube channel, and I cannot remember. This is a few years back. Parchment paper and plastic wrap and Mod Podge, and there's a way you have to do a different layering, and then you iron it, and yeah. Lynn says tech is always a problem, especially in a lot. Yeah, see, you know, like, I don't know how many times lately. I mean, sometimes it looks like in the replay I have Japanese dubbing, like Godzilla. I don't know why that is. But at least you guys could see me and hear me. And that camera collab thing worked on my phone great since like all summer pretty much. And all of a sudden, nope, you're kicked off. Doesn't want. And sometimes it does have a glitch when like I get a text on my phone. It seems to futz it out for some reason. But all I have to do is rejoin and it's fine. And that's what I thought happened. But no. Frustrating as anything. So, I don't know. I'm going to complain to Streamlabs again. So we'll see. We'll see whether I decide to go live next week for the heck of it or not. Because if it's going to be a pain in the butt, I'm not doing it. I'll wait till October, like when I'm supposed to be. Anyway, so thank you to whoever has come and joined me and put up with my technical problems. I appreciate it. I really do. I like to talk to my friends. I like to chat. I like to catch up. I see you all around on other people's lives and stuff, and that's great too, because we catch up there. But I'm missed if I don't talk to you. So that is why I still try to do it, even if it's not perfect, like it's, you know, whatever. So, Giovanni uses white glue. Yes, I have some. Yeah, I've seen that too. I didn't try that version though. You have to clean the memory of the phone. Yeah, maybe. It probably needs an update by now, actually, too. That could be part of it. That could be part of it. I'll go in the settings and have a look. Anyway. Whatever. So, thanks again, everybody. I'm going to call this because I have nothing else to tell you. So, 2 weeks from now, October the 3rd, something will be going on. Probably that bag. Hopefully all technical issues are resolved. And if things work and I'm good to go, I'll try next Friday. Only because, again, I'm be the only human in the house. I might as well. I got time. Peace and quiet and all that. See? Okay?